The first 10,000 followers on Instagram is the hardest to get. And you know why? Because you're new on Instagram, people do not know you, and you also do not have a history. So you do not know what kind of content performs and what does not. You also do not know what kind of content your audience like, their preferences and their interests. In this video, we are going to look at how to grow your first 10,000 followers on Instagram. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to Great Learning Academy, a free initiative by Great Learning. You can access over 200 plus courses with 1000 plus hours of free content on trending high demand domains, absolutely free. Register now to complete the course and get your free certificate of completion. Check out the link in the description of the video below. If you haven't subscribed to the Great Learning channel yet, I want to request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoy this video, show us some love and like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing. So make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to comment on the video any queries or suggestions, and I will respond to your comments. In this video, we are going to look at 8 tips that will help you grow your first 10K followers, and we're going to look at it with lots of examples. As of October 2020, India had 73 million users on Instagram, next only to the US with 116 million users, and I'm sure we are going to surpass US in no time. Before we get into the 8 tips, I'm going to ask you to ask yourself these 2 questions. Why do you want to grow your followers in the first place? So you might have answers like this, as in, I want to reach more people, get more visibility, create a community around the brand, and over a period of time, I want to convert these people into paid customers, right? The next question is, who do you want to attract as followers? That is, you're going to create an audience persona. Now, whatever you're going to decide here, this is going to make a profound impact on your Instagram journey. As audience persona, you need to define your audience with respect to demography, that is age, gender, place, etc. And then their interests, what they like and what they do not like, and their behaviors online. Once you define your audience persona, you're going to get a lot of clarity on how to write your bio and also how to create content in such a way that will attract the right followers on Instagram. When I say right followers on Instagram, make sure that you underline right followers, because we are going to look at quality and not quantity of followers. So the first tip is to identify your niche. So you're going to create content in such a way that you're going to talk about what you specialize in. You are an authority in a specific area and you're going to prove that. So niche can also mean a market segment that you're targeting. Now let's look at Adrienne. Adrienne here says in her bio that she is a yoga teacher and she wants to create content that feels good. So here in her page, you can find what feels good. So we know her category is into fitness, her niche is into yoga, but her micro niche is feel good yoga. Let's also look at other examples and other bios on Instagram. So you look at Kankatala here. Kankatala says since 1943, that shows authority in that field. And they also talk about, the sought after sari store with an exclusive collection of, hand-picked saris by a Kankatala family member. You will understand why they have mentioned it here in the coming slides. Let's also look at Asian Paints. So Asian Paints says again, since 1942, showing their authority in the field. So they also give you a reason as to why to follow them. So to explore the latest color trends, complete decor solutions and art there that inspires. So the next tip is being relevant. So when you're creating content, you need to make sure that you should be relevant to the audience persona that you have created. You know what kind of followers you want. So you need to create content that will resonate with the audience that you are looking at. And your content usually has the visuals. The visuals will be the photos or videos that you're creating, and then there are captions, and then there are hashtags. You need to make sure that all these three things are relevant to each other, and also to the target audience, and also to the personality of your brand on Instagram, right? So now let's look at an example here. So this is Home Edit. They are home organizers. When Home Edit creates content, so they have visual, which shows how to organize your wardrobe. Now you have this content, that is the caption, that explains this. So when it comes to captions, the size does not matter. Your captions can be shorter, your captions can be longer, depends on what your content needs and how much do you want to explain to your audience about a specific image or a video. Now, if you look at the hashtags, they're also relevant to the image over here. So this is about being relevant to your audience, to your niche, and also making sure that all these three things are relevant to each other. That is the visual, the caption, and the hashtag. The next step is to create video content. See, Instagram videos take many forms: short form, long form, as stories, and live. So video content, we all know, will make sure that people engage with you for a longer period of time than a simple image. So on Instagram, you can create long form of videos as IGTV, that is 1 minute videos to 60-minute videos, and short form videos as reels. You have 15-second videos, 30-second videos. These are introduced recently. When a platform introduces something new, you have to make sure that you're going to use it again and again, because you have this content has the potential to gain organic reach. So I advise use more reels. And then we have stories. These are 15-second videos, and then they last for 24 hours. If you want them to last for longer period of time, you need to highlight them on your profile. Then you have live videos. Live videos are instant, they're spontaneous, they're not scripted, and that's what makes them special. So you can reach audience who are live at that time on Instagram. So let's look at some of the examples here for video content. Again, we'll look at Home Edit. Home Edit has created a longer form of videos here, 24 minutes here, and a few more minutes here as well. So you can see the engagement that they are getting in terms of, the reach and also the comments here. They also work with a lot of celebrity, and they have made use of it on IGTV here. And for shorter form of videos, I'm going to give you an example of Tanya, who's an influencer. Now, Tanya is a parenting blogger. So she creates a lot of short form of video content, this or that, with her kids, and also showcasing a lot of products in her video as well. The fourth step is to show the human side of the brand. So you can talk about the founders, employees, the families who are the people behind the brand, so that your followers can easily relate to your brand. And then you can also feature your customers on your page and also encourage user generated content. User generated content is content created by your own followers. So this is much more relatable than the content that you yourself create on your page. Let's look at some example as to how a brand has used the human side of it. So you can see that the brand is showcasing a lot of content related to their customers, the photographs of their customers in their weddings, right? They've featured their customers on the page, and you can also see a lot of family pictures here. So this is the picture of the founder and how he has celebrated Sankranti with his family. More pictures of the family, and they've also shared pictures from a wedding in their family, and this is a wedding in the family, and you can also see various rituals being highlighted here during the wedding. The fifth step is to actively respond to your audience. See, your audience will interact with you as messages, and they will also comment on your posts and ads. You need to make sure that you immediately respond. Do not take a lot of time to respond. You need to immediately respond. Within an hour is preferable, and make sure that you keep the conversation personal. You're not going to type like "Dear Miss" or "Mrs." You have to immediately type their name and then converse with them. Also make sure that you understand the issue over there, or you understand their message thoroughly and respond to it accordingly. You can also take these people from Instagram, move them to an instant messaging app with their permission, of course, or to create a Facebook group and interact with them there. The more personal your content gets, the more you are nurturing your audience. So here, when I say nurturing, you know that the marketing funnel doesn't end with a sale. People go beyond that. That is, when you nurture them, you can convert your customer into a brand advocate who advocates your brand for you to your other potential customers. Tip number 6 is to provide value. We all know that people follow you for a reason, that is to gain value. Value means different things to different people. For some, it will be just an entertainment. So they want to see movies, memes, dance, etc. Then some want emotional content, adoration, nostalgia, content that motivates them. Some want educational content, how-to videos, tutorials, etc. Some would like to see the behind the scenes videos of your campaigns, which has become successful in the recent days. And then some would want you to go live and answer questions. This is spontaneous, like I said in the earlier slides. Then we have contests, giveaways, and free upgrades. This also encourages people to engage with you and also interact with you. Then remember, when you create content, you only create high quality content on Instagram, and also make sure that you post consistently. When I say post consistently, you need to have a proper schedule and then keep creating content on that schedule. When you move away from that, that is, you don't post content for some time, it is going to affect your followers, as in they now see no reason to follow you. So you need to make sure that you engage with them consistently, provide value consistently, and create content regularly. The 7th tip is to use all forms of content. With respect to videos itself, we saw that Instagram has lots of options. Now, apart from that, you can post content, images or photos as stories and also posts. Then you have IGTV, Reels and Stories, which are video forms. And then you have carousels, which are images and videos that appear together. There will be dots below the content, so people can just swipe and see everything one by one. This also makes people stay with your content for a longer period of time. Then there are contests and giveaways, again, that motivates audience to engage with you. Then you have live videos, again, for a better reach and also spontaneous. Use them all to find out which works for them. Different combinations work better for different kind of brands. Find out which combination works better for you and follow that combination. Then the 8th tip is to collaborate. We know that we do not have followers because we are new on Instagram. Now we can make use of people who have more followers. One of them are influencers. Now, influencers, we know that people follow them for a reason, for a specific niche, because they have an authority in a specific field and they create content consistently and nurture a specific set of followers. And now, if this set of followers matches the kind of followers that we want, then we can ask influencers to create content for us. Now, I'll show you one example of one such influencer. I already showed you the reels created by Tanya. Tanya also creates a lot of posts related to parents, parenting, and she endorses a lot of brands. Her content is engaging, high quality. She works with books and toys. And she also has contests and giveaways as forms of content on her page. Apart from influencers, you can also collaborate with accounts with related products or services. Let's look at one example. If you are a wedding jewelry brand, you can work with related brands. Like, I'm into jewelry. Now, who's related to me? A sari brand, maybe a silk sari brand to be specific, and also a brand which sells lehengas. And then we have wedding planners, photographers, beauticians, etc. If they have more number of followers, you can work with them so that you can together increase your followers. And finally, there are no shortcuts to get followers. Follow these 8 tactics, that is identifying your niche, being relevant, embracing videos, show the human side of your brand, actively respond to comments and messages, provide more value, use all forms of content, and collaborate. Remember, quality is always better than quantity. You should be worried about the type of audience that you're going to get as followers and not about the numbers too much. Thank you. Once again, I would like to introduce you to Great Learning Academy, a free initiative by Great Learning. You can access over 200 plus courses with 1000 plus hours of free content on trending high demand domains. Absolutely free. Register now to complete the course and get your free certificate of completion. Check out the link in the description of the video below. If you haven't subscribed to the Great Learning channel yet, I want to request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoy this video, show us some love and like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing. So make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to comment on the video any queries or suggestions, and I will respond to your comments.